Hi, welcome back to my channel. In the previous video, I looked at the school-based SBA. I recognize that quite a number of you viewed it, and I want to thank you. Thank you for viewing. Thank you for liking, for subscribing, and for sharing with your friends or whomever it was able to be beneficial to. Thank you. In this video, however, I want to look at the 2020, January 2020 Principles of Business multiple choice paper. I want to focus on the multiple choice because that is what the exam is going to entail. This year, because of COVID, the exam will only see the students doing the multiple choice paper. And I'm going to begin with the 2020 January paper. Remember now, if you want to receive notifications on my upcoming videos, I will be going through a number of the multiple choice papers. You need to like and subscribe. You need to subscribe to receive notification. But tell your friends about it and let us all plan to do well on this exam. One shot at only doing the multiple choice paper. I don't know that you will ever see this again. Before I begin though, I want to encourage students to read the paper, read the question carefully, and try to use the elimination method along with your prior knowledge. So you're going to use your prior knowledge to eliminate impossible answers, because there are some answers that are some responses that they give you that you know they are incorrect. Eliminate those, and then those that are remaining should be 2. So use your prior knowledge now to choose and read the question using the context clues that they've given you. So they may use a word like most suitable, not. Use those words along with your prior knowledge to select the best answer. All right, that's the best you can do with your multiple choice questions. Read carefully, use prior knowledge to eliminate, and then the content that you already know will help you to choose the best possible answers. All right, let's give it our best shot. We're going into January 2020. Let's go. Here we are. Focusing now on the January 2020 paper. Let's get into it. 1. Private enterprise is mainly run to. All right, let's do this elimination process. You are in business. What is your main aim? Is it to reduce inflation? That's not your job, so eliminate that. Is it to distribute goods and services fairly? I seriously don't think that's your job either, so let's eliminate that. We are now left with creating profit and providing jobs for more people. All right, so we want to provide jobs for more people, but that is not our main aim. What is your main aim for starting your business? Bet your bottom dollar it's to create a profit. So the correct answer for number 1 is A. Let's go to question 2. The main role of the human resource department of an organization is to recruit qualified employees, promote recreational activities for workers, assist employees in understanding industrial relations, produce magazines highlighting outstanding workers. Let us eliminate 2. And we're going to eliminate C and D. So we're left with A and B. The human resource this department will either recruit qualified employees or promote recreational activities for the workers. Which one is the main role? It has to be A, because if we don't have employees, then we're not able to create recreational activities for them. So the correct answer for number 2 is A. Number 3, so you're getting the idea of elimination, the elimination process. Which of the following is not a function of money? As you can see, there are 3 functions of money right off the bat. 1, 2, 3, A, B, and C. So the incorrect one is indivisibility. Indivisibility is a characteristic. No, indivisibility, it's supposed to be divisible. So indivisibility is actually really incorrect if it gets that better, if it gets that far. Being incorrect. Number 4. In which of the following types of economic system does the state own and control all of the country's economic resources? Now you know how to eliminate. Let's jump into the correct answer. The economic system that the state own and control all of the country's economic resources is planned. That's the planned economy. Question 5. A post-dated check is one which is dated for payment for a future date, was written no longer than 6 months ago, is dated to agree with the date of the document requesting payment, or is it dated by the bank on the day the check is presented for payment? This one is A, it's dated for payment for a future date, post, hence the term post-dated. Question 6. What is the main objective of a trade union? Is it the unionization of workers? Is it the increase of salaries and vacations? Is it the advancement of the welfare of its members, or firing of workers whenever they have a problem? Definitely not. The trade union is not allowed to fire the workers. And so we're going to look at the best possible answer, the main objective. The main objective here is not to increase salaries and vacation. This is not done by the trade union, I'm sorry. Unionization of workers, yes, and the advancement of the welfare of its members. But what is the main objective? You can't just unionize us and leave us alone. So the main objective is for the advancement of the welfare of its members. The correct answer for number 6 is C. Question 7. In which of the following categories would subsidized meals for employees fall? Definitely A. The correct answer for 7 is A. Question 8. Which of the following phrases best describes an authoritarian leader? Now, if you know that an authoritarian leader is one who makes decisions without consultation, then you will definitely get this one correct, because it is not one who is willing to take suggestions. It is not one allowing workers to plan their own work. Neither is it one consulting those likely to be affected by decisions, but it is one that is making decisions without consultation. So the correct answer for question 8 is B. Let's move to question 9. Characteristics of written communication includes documented evidence, detailed messaging, or instant feedback. So A is looking at documented evidence and detailed messaging. B is looking at documented messages and instant feedback. C, detailed messaging and instant feedback, or D, all three of them. Well, I'm going to rule out instant feedback, because a written communication doesn't necessarily give you instant feedback. And so the correct answer would be 1 and 2. Therefore, that's A. The correct answer for 9 is A. Question 10. Which of the following management functions is a management engaged in when he grants worker time off with pay? It's definitely not planning. It's not delegating. Delegating is, of course, giving others duties that they ought to do. It's not supervising, so it's definitely motivating. The correct answer for 10 is C. Question 11. Richard has been in employment of MTSL for over 10 years. He is up for a promotion at the end of the year. A manager's nephew, who was recently hired, has been promoted ahead of Richard. An upset Richard has taken this issue to his trade union. This conflict is as a result of, as you can see, it is not a lack of job security. It is not a lack of fringe benefits, and there was no talking about poor working conditions. So it is unfair practices, just so unfair. He was up there for his promotion, and this manager's nephew come and he got it. So unfair. Correct answer for question 11 is A. Now to question 12. Which of the following is an example of an entrepreneur? An entrepreneur operates their own business, right? So let's see. Joe rents an office space. I don't know. Roger goes to the bank to get a loan. Seriously? Sally occasionally babysits her neighbor's child. And Donna operates an online bakery from her home. Which of the following is an example? The most likely one here is D. Donna operates an online bakery from her home. So John rents an office space. I don't know what he's gonna do there. Roger goes to the bank. Definitely no. And Sally babysitting. No, it didn't say. She was working for someone, right? So we could eliminate B and C and then go to A and D and C, which is most suitable. And of course, we would come up with D. Number 12 is D. Let's move to question 13. Which of the following is not? Please look at the word not an element of a business plan. So we know that the elements of a business plan would include finance, marketing, and production. So we can simply take legal out of the matter and say the correct answer for 13 is A. Question 14. Assets used to secure a loan at the bank are referred to as collateral, of course. Collateral. So the correct answer is A. One of the main functions of an entrepreneur is to, let's see, A, prepare the accounting records, B, advertise the company's product, C, organize the factors of production, or D, organize the marketing of the company's products. So yes, the entrepreneur is perhaps going to be doing some of these things, but let us see the main function. Is it to prepare the accounting records? That comes after the fact. Is it to advertise the company's product? Comes also after the fact. Is it to organize the marketing of the company's product? That also comes after the fact. So if we're to put them in order, then the main function is to organize the factors of production. So the correct answer for 15 would be C. 16. Which of the following variables is not, again, pay attention to these clues, not an element of feasibility study? So yes, the feasibility study looks at profitability. It looks at your target market. It looks at the market demand, but the business design, no. So the correct answer for 16 is D. Question 17. A contract may be discharged by breach, lapse of time, offer and acceptance. A says breach and lapse of time. B says breach and offer and acceptance. C says lapse of time and offer and acceptance. And D says all three of them. Which do you say? Well, breach and lapse of time are ways that a contract may be discharged. So the correct answer is A. Question 17 is A. 18. The monthly payments collected by an insurance company from its policyholders are known as deposits, installments, and why did I leave out premium? Deposits, premiums, installments, endowments. So what we pay every month to insurance companies called our premium. So the correct answer for 18 is B. 19. An essential feature of a valid contract is that A, the offer has been made to the offeree. B, the offer is made in writing by the offerer. C, a counteroffer has been made by the offeree to the offerer. D, the offer has been accepted by the offeree either in writing or orally. We can take out C because this is a counteroffer already, right? And we're looking at valid features of a valid contract. We can take that out. And the best answer, a valid contract. The offer has been accepted. We have an acceptance by the offeree, whether in writing or orally. That's the best answer for question 19. So question 19, the correct answer is D. Let's look at question 20. Mr. John offered his car for sale for $70,000. Miss Mirage said that she would pay him $66,000 for it. Two following phrases best describes Miss Mirage's action. She didn't accept his offer and she didn't agree to the contract. So we could take those two out. She made a counter offer, or did she make an invitation to treat? Of course, we saw she made a counter offer because 70,000 was on the table and she's offering 66. That is perfect example of a counter offer. 21. Which of the following businesses can be classified as a cottage industry? Now we know that cottage industry are small businesses that usually operate from the home. So let's see. JMN Superstore located in the rural area. Cross that out. It's not. Mary's Craft Supply located at Mary's home. Quite possible because this has the features. But let's continue. Peter and John's company located in Jamaica. Cross that out. People's Cooperative Bank located in Trinidad. Cross that out. The correct answer here is B. So for 21, the correct answer is B. Let's jump into 22. The amount of labor available for productive activity is known as, is it the labor force? Is it the labor movement? Let's just eliminate this movement already. Labor movement. Employment level. We can also eliminate employment opportunity because that is not what it is. So we have eliminated labor movement and employment level. Now we're left with A and C. The amount of labor available for productive activity is known as, is it the employment level? Definitely not. So it has got to be the labor force. So the correct answer for question 22 is A. 23. Joel bought a dye factory because he wanted to ensure that he received a regular supply of dye to make his tie and dye scarves, in which, full stop, in which type of linkage is Joel engaged? Is it forward, diagonal, backwards, or horizontal? Question 23, the answer has got to be backward because he wanted to ensure that he could get the raw material for his business. So that is definitely backward. 24. Which of the following outcomes is least likely to result from growth in an organization? Is it greater productivity? We could say yes, we're gonna achieve that. Is it more division of labor? We will have to do that. Is it increased communication? I doubt it. Increased capital investment? Yes. So the least likely one here is communication. So it's increased communication. Correct answer for question 24 is therefore C. Question 25. What type of capital is defined as money used for the day-to-day operations of a business? Is it fixed capital, floating capital, nominal capital, or working capital? The correct answer for 25 is working capital, so that is going to be D. 26. Subsistence production is best described as producing goods for profit, export, local trade, or personal use. Now, subsistence is done in small quantity, and therefore you're either doing it for yourself, your family, or for your community. As such, the best response here is D. 26 is D, as in dog. 27. Primary production is concerned with the A, distribution of goods, B, manufacture of goods, C, provision of raw material, or D, provision of goods to meet essential needs. It's not distribution, it's not manufacture. It's provision, it's actually extraction or provision of raw material. And so the correct answer for 27 is C. 28. Which of the following can be described as marketing activity? Is it A, distributing commodities to outlets, B, publicizing advertisement for new staff, C, issuing bulletins relating to staff matters, or D, ensuring that workers are given fringe benefits? Which of the following can be described as a marketing activity? The marketing activity here is actually A, distributing commodities to outlets. Let's move to 29. Which of the following elements comprise of marketing mix? The marketing mix we know is product, price, promotion, and place. So we're going to look for those. Anywhere we see those, we know that's the correct answer. So A, price, public, promotion, place. No. Product, price, promotion, place. Yes. The correct answer for question 29, therefore, is B. 30. Price discrimination may best be defined as setting A lower volume of goods at a higher price, B, higher price of goods at a lower price, higher volume of goods, at a lower price, the same price for different products. No, we can rule C out long time. D, different prices for the same product. We can also rule D out and leave ourselves with A and B. What would your answer be? Question 30. Price, I'm sorry, did I do that? Question 30, price discrimination is actually D. Different prices for the same product. Right. So that's D. 30 is D. Just in case you heard me say something incorrect, the correct answer for question 30 is D. Let's look at 31. Which of the following gives identity to a specific producer? Well, your label tells you what is in the product and a number of other information. And we know copyright and patent, we know what those are for. So your correct answer here is B, as in boy. Which of the following actions is least likely to be described as a good public relations for a company? Sponsorship of a steel band, that's quite good. The offering of a scholarships, good as well. Hosting of an annual sports event, so good. Reduction in prices to retailers. That's, out there somewhere, but it's not good. So the one that is least likely to be described as a good public relations is D, as in dog. 33. We're now looking at what is merchandising. Is it giving merchants goods on consignment? No. Is it training employees to conduct market research? No. Oops. Is it counting stocks for an electronic point of sale system? No. Is it highlighting the physical and the visual aspects of selling? Yes, it is. So the correct answer for question 33 is D. 34, the primary function of advertising, is it to promote brand loyalty? Is it to promote public relations? Is it to communicate information? Or is it to ensure a wider distribution of goods? Definitely D. 34 is D. 34, primary function of advertising is to communicate information. I'm sorry, C. 35, which of the following is not a part of the distribution chain? Manufacturer, wholesaler, contractor, or retailer. The contractor is not a part of the distribution chain. 36. Which of the following modes of transport is best suited for moving large amounts of long-haul cargo? Is it sea, rail, road, or pipeline? Well, the best possible answer for long-haul cargo would be rail, B. So the answer for 36 is B. Let's move to 37. So the following documents show ownership of imported goods: bill of exchange, letter of exchange, import license, or bill of lading. The correct answer is D, bill of lading. So the following types of providers are FedEx and DHL. 2PL, 3PL, 4PL, or 5PL. Correct answer for this, FedEx and DHL, they are 3PL. Supply chain. A supply chain is best defined as, is it a storage of work in progress and finished goods? B, processing of raw materials and components into finished goods. C, delivery of finished goods from the point of origin to the point of destination. Or D, system of organizations and resources involved in moving products from suppliers to the customers. The correct answer for 39 is D. Let's look at 40, the acronym GPS. We have it on our phone, we have it on in our cars. What does GPS stand for? Is it A, Global Positioning System, B, Global Programming System, C, Geographic Positioning System, or D, Geographic Programming System? The correct answer for that is A, Global Positioning System. We are moving to question 41. The success of a government's economic policies can be most effectively measured by A, an increase in low level of policies, an increase in the standard of living, a decrease in the level of employment, a decrease in the volume of production. So the success of a government's economic policy cannot be shown by a decrease in the volume. It cannot be measured by a decrease in the volume of production. So we can eliminate that already. A decrease in the level of employment can definitely not be good. So we can also eliminate that. So we're looking now at an increase in the level of policies or an increase in the standard of living. And the increase in the level of policies does not tell me that it is successful, but an increase in the standard of living can tell me that a government's economic policy is being successful. So the correct answer for 41 is B. 42. One of the major functions of a central bank is to issue stocks and shares. I'm sorry, why did I jump over the correct answer? Because it's so obvious. The central bank one of their functions, their major functions, is to issue notes and coins. The correct answer for 42 is A. A plan for systematic saving and spending is referred to as, is it A, trading? Is it B, investing? C, financing? Or D, budgeting? Well, if you're looking at a plan for saving and spending, it's not trading, it's not investing, it's not financing, it's got to be budgeting. So the correct answer for 43 is D. Mr. Jones, we're looking at 44. Mr. Jones has several bills of fixed amounts to pay each month. His bank manager agrees to pay them monthly from Mr. Jones's account. This service provided by the bank is referred to as A, overdraft. It's not overdraft. Acting trustee, no. Standing order, very likely. Letters of credit, no. Correct answer here is C, standing order. Moving into question 45. Which of the following is not a source of income for an individual who is engaged in personal budgeting? A, salaries earned. B, loan repayment. C, interest from savings. D, dividends from investment. All right, we're going to look at the word not here. A source of income. Your salary is definitely a source of income. Loan repayment is coming out of your salary. Interest from savings is a source of income. Dividends from investment is a source of income. Therefore, the correct answer for question 45 is B, as in boy. Let's look at 46. The central bank is owned and controlled by the A, government, B, shareholders, C, public sector, or D, country's citizens. Let's go from the bottom. Let's go from D, I'm sorry. The country's citizen, no, we do not own or control the central bank. Public sector, no, we do not own or control the central bank either. How about shareholders? No, they do not own or control the central bank. Yes, A is correct. The government controls, owns and controls the central bank. So the correct answer for question 46 is A. Let's move to question 47. Which of the following services are provided by commercial bank? So the services are controlling the supply of money, offering loans to small business, accepting deposits for customers. Young people, one of the answers that you can safely eliminate already is A, because the commercial bank does not control the supply of money. And so your correct answer is going to have to be 2 and 3. Let's look for them. And that's C. So the correct answer for 47 is C. 48, financial investments can be defined as the A, assets that generate income, B, stocks of goods available in a country, C, amount of money available at a given time, or D, amount of capital owned by the government. So the capital that is owned by the government is not investment. Money available at a given time is not investment. Stocks of goods available in the country is not investment. Assets that generate income is investment. And so the correct answer for question 48 is A. Let's go to question 49. Which of the following measures could be used to protect the environment? Recycling, deforestation, or water conservation? We can take out deforestation already. So we can safely say recycling and water conservation. Let's look at where we'll find those answers. So that's 1 and 3. So the correct answer for 49 is B. Let's move to 50. Which of the following objectives is an economic aim of the government? Does the government aim to increase the level of literacy? Is that an economic aim? Stabilize the national currency? Develop a proper legal system? Maintain an effective security force? Let's look at economic. Which of these would fall under economic? We're ruling out literacy. That's not economic. We're ruling out develop legal system. That's not economic. Security, not economic. So the correct one is the national currency. B, stabilize the national currency. 51. Which of the following activities is a function of a chamber of commerce? Creating employment, protecting the environment, providing financial aid to hurricane victims, or advancing the interest of the business community? The correct answer here is D. 52. Which of the following measures are used by government to redistribute income? Is it customs duty and levies? Is it consumption tax and tariffs? Is it PAYE and national insurance? Is it excise duties and value-added tax? The answer is just popping out at you right now. PAYE and national insurance. The correct answer for 52 is C. 53. Tax paid on goods entering the country is referred to as A, income tax, B, excise duty, C, customs duty, or D, corporation tax. It's not income tax, it's not excise duty, it's not corporation tax, it's definitely customs. The correct answer for 53 is C. When government offers subsidies to businesses, they do it because they want to A, force them to pay corporation tax, B, reduce costs and ultimately prices, increase costs and ultimately prices, or increase the price of imported goods. Alrighty, so we can take out C and D. Government is not offering subsidies because they want you to increase the price of the goods or the imported goods. They're not doing that. The aim is so that there will be a reduction in something. It's definitely not to force them either to pay corporation tax. And so the correct answer for 54 is B, reduce costs and ultimately price. That's why government offers subsidies. 55. Which of the following methods can a government use to reduce unemployment? Reduce unemployment. Is it A, increase income tax? Oh no. Is it B, deflation of the economy? No. Is it C, increase interest rates on borrowers? Oh no. Is it D, impose employment levies on firms? This is the correct answer. 55 is D. 56. Which of the following functions is not applicable to a management information system? Not applicable. It caters to all the information needs of management at all levels. This does cater to. It provides greater flexibility through an integrated database. This does seems like it's applicable. C, allows the flow of information between functional areas. Very applicable. D, changes the procedures used to carry out tasks. So the correct answer is D. 56 is D. D is not applicable. So we're moving to 57. A major function of CARICOM, if you know the functions of CARICOM, then you'll know the major function of CARICOM here is B, to foster inter-regional trade and common service. The correct answer for question 57 is B. 58, economic dualism. Now, if you know anything about economic dualism, then you'll know that one sector is retarded while another is being very productive. So we're looking for something that is not even. So let's look. A, uneven sectorial growth. We're going to stick with this for until we clear the other three. Advancement in technology, increased foreign investment, growth in the agricultural sector. So we have to look at, we need to look at two sectors. Something, one is balanced, one is not. So it's uneven sectorial growth. So the correct answer for question 58 is A. 59, the buying and selling of goods and services among countries is called not balance of trade, not balance of payment, not international marketing, but yes, international trade. The correct answer for question 59, therefore, is B. And to the final question, question 60. The introduction of technology by the production process may affect society by A, reducing pollution of cities, B, providing more jobs for unskilled workers, C, reducing job for unskilled workers, or increasing brain drain in the economy. All right, so if we're introducing technology in the production process, it is not going to increase brain drain, so we take that out. Reducing jobs for unskilled, yes, it is going to do that. Well, let's look at the other two. Providing more jobs for unskilled. No, if you're unskilled, then you cannot be using technology. You got to be skilled. You got to be trained for that. A, reducing pollution of cities. No. So our best answer here is C, reducing jobs for unskilled workers. I hope you find this informational. I hope you are able to use it to go and do better. Practice, practice, practice. That is what gets you the grades. Practice. Without it, you are setting yourself up for failing. What I ask you to do now is to subscribe for further notifications on upcoming videos, because I will be doing more past papers. I also want you to share and like, all right? And have a very successful or productive study session as you go now to continue practicing. See you next time.